How can I turn team communication directly into project management? Hi, this is Eliot from Workload. Please subscribe to our channel to get more daily tutorials. In this video, we'll be building a workflow starting with a new mention in Slack. Then we'll be creating a title for that message using the AI Wizard by Workload before finally creating a card in Trello. Let's build a workflow. So we're going to start here at the workload editor. We give our workflow a title. It's going to be Slack mention to Trello card. And we're going to pick our trigger by clicking on the trigger box. Our triggering app is going to be in Slack. Since I've used that app recently, it's down here in my recent apps section. I can just click on Slack. The event we want this workflow to monitor is a new mention. We're going to make sure we're connected to our Slack account. If you have any issues connecting to the apps you use in this workflow, check out the blog in the description of this video. The key word that I want this workflow to monitor is going to be hashtag Trello. So whenever someone types a message into Slack starting with this hashtag, that's going to automatically kick off this workflow. So we're going to test and see if there are already any mentions with hashtag Trello. And we have a response. So we have a message here. And we want to set up a workflow that will turn this message directly into a card in Trello. So I can click continue. One thing I realized is that Trello asks for a title to the card. And we don't have a title that comes directly from Slack, so we can make one up. So we're going to use the AI Wizard by Workload. I can click on that button in the popular built-in tools section. The event is format data. The input data is going to come from our trigger. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom where it says text. And then the prompt is going to be create a title for this message that doesn't include Trello. We don't need the card title to say the word Trello. And we'll test this action. We have a success. So now we have a message title. We can go ahead and start building out our Trello card. So we're going to click the plus sign to add a step. I'm going to use Trello, which again is in my recent app section. I can also type Trello into our search bar. The event is going to be create card. Make sure we're connected to Trello. You're going to select which board within Trello you want this to go to. So this is going to be our test board for the sake of this tutorial. The list within my Trello board I want to put this on is to do. So now the name is what we created using the AI Wizard. So I'm going to click on the plus sign. I'm going to come over here to step 2 and find that message title. The description is going to come from the initial trigger, and that is the text. So again, scroll to the bottom, find text. The card position is just whether you want the new card to go on the top or the new cards to go on the bottom. We'll say bottom. We don't have a URL source for the card cover image. I don't need a specific label color, although I can add one if I want, or a start date. So I'm just going to leave all those fields blank. You can fill them out if you want to. And we'll test this action. And we have a success. So I'll click continue here. I can look over at my Trello board and reload that. And now at the bottom of my to-do list, we have that message. If I click on it, you can see the description of the whole message that it was in Slack. It has our created title, and it was on the bottom of our Trello board. So it looks like everything was set up correctly. We can come back over to the workload editor. I'm noticing that my initial trigger still has a red dot in the upper corner, so I'm going to click on it. And sometimes that's all it takes in order to sort out the issue. So now all three of our nodes have a green dot in the corner. So I can activate my workflow by clicking on the button at the top right of the screen. Whenever I get a new mention of hashtag Trello in Slack, the AI Wizard will create a title for that message and then create a card in Trello. That's how you can use Workload to build a workflow that automatically turns a Slack mention into a Trello card. Please join the Workload community by commenting on this post with any questions you might have or suggestions for future videos. You should also like this video and click here to subscribe to our channel, or click here to get more content from Workload about how to make your business practices flow more smoothly. And I'll see you next time.